Hello and welcome to VOS Red Carpet. I'm Jackson Bunganyi. This week on the red carpet, we chat with the producer of the Tyler Perry's new movie, 688. A new photo book seeks to counter some of the negative visual representation of the African continent. We have those stories plus a look at Mozambican musician Machume Zango's efforts to champion the timbila, a local traditional instrument that has been recognized as a United Nations World Cultural Heritage. Let's get on with the show. Released in theaters in the United States on December the 6th, the 688 movie will be available worldwide on Netflix starting December 20th. Directed by Tyler Perry, this film tells the extraordinary story of the 688th Postal Battalion, made up exclusively of African-American women who came to Normandy during the World War II. Ekia Badu met with the film's team in Paris. Here is her report, narrated by Karina Chaudhry.
855 soldiers overcame segregation to accomplish a crucial mission, handling the mail for American soldiers in Europe. This helped to boost their morale, and so they could fight more effectively in the front lines.
Received one of my fellow producers, Carrie, who's on the film. She sent me just a little scissor. She read an article, she took it, she made a little mini movie, sent it to me, and she said, "We have no director, no writer, anything, but this is the idea we have. And I think you'll love it, and do you want to be a part of this?" And I said, I 100% am going to produce this film. I'm going to find the director, I'm going to find the writer, and then, of course, Tyler being all three at once was perfect for me. Okay. So writer, producer, and director. And it turned out exactly the way I hoped it would.
And this little-known chapter of history is served well by exceptional acting about a war fought on two fronts, fighting against fascism in Europe and racism at home. Kerry Washington shines as Lieutenant Colonel Charity Adams, Oprah Winfrey as Mary McLeod Bethune, Milona Jackson as Captain Abby Campbell, and Ebony Obsidian.
Loved watching her be so nurturing and so focused on all of the new actresses, or many of them. Some of the actresses, this was their first time on a big feature film, and she was so kind and generous with her time and her talent, and I thought the ensemble turned out to be fantastic.
The entire movie team recognized the critical role it was playing in paying homage to such a group of powerful women.
For audiences, for me, I wanted everyone, Africa, Europe, Caribbean, America, I wanted to remind people that there's so many wonderful stories, heroic stories about us, and especially these women that never got credit. They never really received a thank you. They never really received recognition until much later, until many of them had already died. And so for me, I always want to, it's never too late for me. So I always want to shine a light on unsung heroes anytime that I can.
More than 17 million letters and packages were delivered in less than 3 months, thanks to the bravery of these soldiers. The time has come to bring the story of these women to the world.
Western photojournalism has long influenced global views of Africa, in many cases reinforcing stereotypes through images of poverty, conflict, and disaster. Cameroon-based photographer and visual storyteller Emily Pina, author of the new photo book titled Thriving Africa: Dynamic Creativity, says that this narrow lens obscures the continent's rich diversity and progress. She spoke to me about her new book and the hope that it will counter some of the negative representation of the African continent. Let's check it out. Emily Pina describes herself as a visual storyteller. She's based in Cameroon's capital Yaoundé, but works in communities across West Africa. In her photo book, Thriving Africa: Dynamic Creativity, Emily hopes to move away from the one-sided framing.
What makes my work different than from other people, I really only focus on a positive narrative.
Okay.
I will never compromise the dignity of the people I take pictures of, and it's always like, even in the most desperate situations, I look for the perspective and the angle of resilience and hope.
So how do you avoid caricaturing people or demeaning people, as you say, in your photography? What do you look for when, how do you do that as you're taking a picture?
Yes.
So that people, when somebody's looking at it and they're interpreting it, they're not taking out the wrong message?
Yeah, so my work is really based on empathy. So what I do, and that's why I'm not a journalist or photographer, I'm a visual storyteller. So what I first do, I sit with the people. I don't even take my camera out. I sit and I listen. I ask questions, I listen to their stories, find some personal, connection. It's really about creating a relationship of trust. And so people open up, they show me their houses and so on. I really believe that empathy is the most important thing. In my pictures, for me, photography is about evoking emotions, but it's the emotion of compassion and empathy, never pity, right? So it's really about preserving the dignity of the person.
Emily also believes that the power of storytelling can be better harnessed by giving to the people whose stories are being told tools that are necessary for them to visually shape their own narratives.
I started a masterclass, a phone photography masterclass, with the idea of giving the people the tools to tell their own story. I even have like an idea which I'm exploring right now of like creating a photography hub in Yaoundé with exactly that.
I was going to ask you, what role do you think photography plays in creating social change?
Yeah, it's one of the key tools, really. Because again, in my phone photography masterclass, we go through a lot of different things, and it's very hands-on, but a lot of it is like creating awareness of what you want to convey with your pictures. And it's really the people who need to change. It's not only me who's trying to change the narrative of the visuals coming from the continent, but it's, of course, it's really in our hand to guide the viewer's eye. And photography is a very, very important tool.
Mozambican musician Machume Zango says that he's on a mission to promote Timbila. He says that it's more than just a musical instrument. It's an important part of Mozambique's cultural heritage and identity. VOA's Amancio Miguel has more. Story narrated by Myra de la Salette.
Machume Zango was born in a community of artists in the Unidade 7 neighborhood of Maputo, the capital of Mozambique. Many here are familiar with timbila, an instrument that has a sound so unique it is part of United Nations World Cultural Heritage. During a recent trip to the United States, Machume, as he is known, performed more than 25 times with Bala Kouyaté, the balafon player from Mali.
Being here, it's really nice because I can present Mozambique as a account where the culture is very rich,
Machume, 43, who considers himself very spiritual, sings about current issues affecting Mozambique, a country with a sad history of civil war and human rights abuse. He says money should be used for development instead of buying weapons.
I have different subjects on my lyrics and my compositions. One of the subjects is that I'm talking about the war, where there's a lot of money spent on buying guns and weapons. And with that money, they could build schools, could build hospitals. That's what people more needed, education, helping in agriculture. And also, our African music is also connected with spiritual rituals, So also I talk about our rituals, and because it's also where we get like the songs like the lyrics, where we get the melodies, the drums,
Timbila, the instrument played by Machume, is unique to the province of Inhambane in southern Mozambique. It's made with wood from a tree called muenge, an endangered species and only found in the region. Its sound is distinct from other xylophones resembling instruments. He is one of the few Mozambicans of his generation taking this type of music overseas. For him, that's a must in a world increasingly dominated by electronic music.
The scene is changing, so I feel like even the young people, maybe they will be interested about learning our traditional instrument. I think if no one is keeping playing, it means that those instruments will disappear, So that's why I'm so motivating on playing and presenting them to different style of music. Yeah.
Ashoke, a traditional Yoruba textile hand-woven by artisans in southwest Nigeria, has become a symbol of culture and craftsmanship. While the fabric is well loved for its durability and intricate designs, it faces challenges in appealing to younger generations who prefer faster, more affordable fashion. However, fusion designs combining Ashoke with Western fabrics are helping it regain popularity.
Under shaded trees, artisan weavers work at wooden looms weaving Ashoke fabric, a traditional Yoruba textile. Ashoke is hand-loomed by the Yoruba community from southwest Nigeria. For Abduldin Mariam, this trade is her lifelong source of income.
This is our choice, but if you don't have a passion for it, you may not be able to do it. In this town, we are. I would say after this craft, there's no other job that can give the amount of money this craft generates. There's no company here, nothing. That is why it is everybody's choice of work.
The fabric, known for its hardy texture and intricate designs, has gained popularity across borders, with a day set to celebrate it. In early December, a festival promoted community engagement and supported local artisans and businesses. The event featured a fashion show, weaving demonstrations, exhibitions, and a marketplace.
The Ashoke festival we're doing is progressing our business and it's promoting Ashoke. We cannot be wearing foreign fabrics all the time. If you look at the Ashoke closely, you'll realize that it's different from every other fabric. After Ashoke, there's no other fabrics that can contest it.
Some view Ashoke as old-fashioned and labor-intensive, making it less appealing. Younger people may prefer faster, more affordable fashion options, disconnecting from Ashoke's cultural significance. Designers are combining Ashoke with Western fabrics to create fusion pieces, making it more versatile.
Like this one, we mixed it with other materials and it made sense. These are the things that will encourage the youth to wear it. Already they think woven fabric is thick. That's why some people don't want to wear it. The weavers are making it light now. The texture is like every other material. It's no longer fabric for only the older generation. Everybody home and abroad can wear it now.
In May, when Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle visited Nigeria, Meghan wore a yellow dress with Ashoke fabric draped over her shoulders. Ashoke production is focusing on sustainable practices, using eco-friendly materials like natural dyes and organic cotton blends. These approaches are redefining Ashoke, appealing to modern fashion enthusiasts while promoting environmental responsibility.
Thanks for watching VOA's Red Carpet. I'm Jackson Vunganye. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voaafrica.com. We are also on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye everyone.